tenses. Past continuous tense. Was or were plus verb and ing. Past continuous tense. Outcomes. 1. To practice past continuous, affirmative, negative, interrogative correctly. 2. To add was or were plus verb 1 plus ing with subjects correctly. The timeline. Put these tenses in the correct place on the timeline. Future, present, and past. We begin with the past tense, the present, and then the future. Now, we say that a tense is in the past when we talk about a thing which happened and finished. We say that a tense is in the present when we talk about a thing which happens at present time. We say that a tense is in the future when we talk about a thing which will happen in the future. The timeline of past continuous. The past continuous is used when we talk about something which was happening at a specific time in the past. It is also called the past progressive. The use of past continuous tense. We use the past continuous tense to talk about actions that were in progress around a time in the past. For example, I was watching television at 8 o'clock last night. We also use the past continuous to talk about two actions that were happening at the same time, but the actions are not connected. We want to show that they took place at the same time and lasted for a while. For example, Mary was cooking and James was reading the paper. We also use the past continuous tense to talk about, or together with the past simple, when we talk about the action in past simple interrupted by the action in the past continuous. For example, while we were watching television, the telephone rang. Finally, we use the past continuous tense to talk about repeated actions irritating the speaker with always, constantly, forever. For example, Susan was always borrowing money from people. I don't like that. Examples of the past continuous tense. Number 1. Actions that were in progress around a time in the past. Example. Susan was listening to the radio yesterday evening. I was washing my hair at 10 p.m. last night. 2. Together with the past simple. The action in the past simple is interrupted by the action in the past continuous. For example, she was sunbathing when it started to rain. While I was having a bath, my dad came into the house. 3. Two actions that were happening at the same time, but the actions are not connected, and we want to show they took place at the same time and lasted for a while. Example. I was not concentrating when he was giving me directions, so I got lost. They were discussing their house extension and were drawing out plans. 4. Repeated actions irritating the speaker with always, constantly, and forever. Example. She was always complaining about the weather. They were continually borrowing money from his parents. Expressions used with the past continuous tense. When, while or as, at, o'clock yesterday, yesterday. Repeated actions with always, constantly, continually, and forever. Affirmative form. He, she, it, plus was, plus verb 1, plus ing. For example, he was working. I, plus was, plus verb 1, plus ing. Example, I was working. We, they, and you, plus were, plus verb 1, plus ing. You were working. How can we add ing to the verbs? If the verb ends with e, we remove the e and add ing. Live, living. Ride, riding. Make, making. If the verb ends with consonant plus vowel plus consonant, we double the final consonant and add ing. Stop, stopping. Run, running. Plan, planning. If the verb ends with ie, we change it into ying. Die, dying. Lie, lying. Tie, tying. Note, a verb which ends with ic, we add the k before the ing. For example, panic. He was panicking about the exam. A verb which ends in l in British English, we double the final consonant and add ing. For example, travel. I was traveling with friends. A verb which ends with consonant plus one stressed vowel and one consonant, we double the final consonant and add ing. For example, stop. I was stopping the car. Verbs ending with an unstressed vowel, these follow the normal rules, and the last consonant is not doubled. For example, develop. They were developing a new idea at the company. Examples. I was working in a public school. She was driving the car when the phone rang. I was talking on the phone while my mom was cooking dinner. They were continually borrowing money from his parents. Write the correct form of the verb. 1. He an apple yesterday afternoon. Correct answer is was eating. 2. We chess at 8 o'clock yesterday. Correct answer is were playing. 3. My grandparents when it rained. Correct answer is was visiting. Negative form. He, she, it, plus was, plus not, plus verb 1, plus ing. Example, he was not working. I plus was, plus not, plus verb 1, plus ing. Example, I was not working. We, they, you, plus were, plus not, plus verb 1, plus ing. Example, you were not working. Examples. He wasn't living in Irbid when it rained. I was not playing tennis at 8 o'clock yesterday. While you weren't studying English, I arrived. It wasn't raining yesterday evening. Write the correct form of the verb. Number 1. she the dishes at 10 o'clock yesterday. Correct answer, wasn't washing. 2. We to the UAE when you married. Correct answer is, weren't traveling. 3. I fish when you slept. Correct answer is, wasn't cooking. Interrogative form. Was plus he, she, or it plus verb 1 plus ing plus question mark. Were plus you, they, or we plus verb 1 plus ing plus question mark. Was plus I plus verb 1 plus ing plus question mark. Examples. Was he playing chess? Yes, he was. No, he wasn't. Were they eating fish? Yes, they were. No, they weren't. Was I living in Amman? Yes, I was. No, I wasn't. Write the correct form of the verb. 1. Was she washing the dishes? 2. Were they painting the wall? 3. Were you walking to school? 4. Was I eating fish?